Welcome back, everybody, to a Game of Thrones, and today, finally, after what feels like many lifetimes, granted they've been quite a lot of short lifetimes, we can finally reform the old god's religion. Even though we're at 99.5%, I can't believe it. It still blows me away how much of a difference it's made just having the conversion mechanic turn on, the base game demand religious conversion turn on. I can't believe that has completely changed the field of things here. But hey, we've still got a long time to go. Obviously, we are still only a 5-year-old boy. We're still 700 piety short, which is quite difficult to get when you're obviously a child. So it's going to take a long time. We're probably going to have to go wait until we're an adult. We're probably going to have to do the theology focus. We're going to have to put in some extra effort. Unfortunately, it's not just going to be a case of waiting, given that we're getting 0.79 piety per month, so that'll take a very long time. Lord George Aswell has been a loyal and able servant, having successfully cleared many tasks in the edge, rivers and hills in the neck of the north. My regent would reward himself. Well, apparently we've got a mountain of cash, so I'm thinking we'll use this as another opportunity, the same way we did with King Salt the Bold, when we played as him from a tiny babby, because his father was killed, and now our father was killed, so we'll try and keep the realm together. Oh, God. He says, optimistically. Okay, that's fine. Let's think about this a little bit. I'm going to have to be very careful about who I dish out titles to now. Shit, this is bad. So, I need a fairly all-round character to name as Hand of the King right now. I'm thinking we could go High Stewardship so they get better at the Lord of Storm's End. Or we could give it to House Flint here, and that would sort of guarantee that they would be good allies of the realm, because they already like us a little bit there. 24 Martial, 14 Stewardship, I suppose makes him kind of good at Stewardship, but pretty decent at Martial as well, so I think that affects his level of reinforcement job. Lord Harrion. Lord Harrion, I name you Hand of the King. Right, Master of Law. So who else have we got then? Arlen of Rosby. If we send him a gift, will that cheer him up, do you think? No. Really just will not at all. This is going to be so difficult to keep the round together. I mean, it normally is anyway, as a tiny child, but now we're in a different scenario where we've got, we've just recently picked up a load of wars that obviously our father died with, so we count as having subjugated some of these new vassals, so this is going to be a little tricky. We'll see if we can push any of their claims. That's a pretty cheap and easy way to get some easy opinion with people. We'll dish out some artifacts as well if we've got any lying around. We'll just have to do whatever we can to keep things together here. Holding feast, I don't know if we're allowed to do that. Can we establish a household guard? I don't think it would really help out with opinion, will it? Conscript merchant ships definitely won't help out either. Damn, I don't know what to do. Because we can't host feasts, we can't have tournaments, we can't do melees, we can't do anything like that. Not until we are much older. Shit, okay, well, let's send for a mace to start off with then, because we need to focus on this kid's education. My goal here, build up the realm with the amount of gold we've got, make sure that the realm is going to splinter with the amount of gold we've got, and also make sure that this kid is getting the best education possible. So I'm thinking, let's say Walton Rivers here. He's a formidable fighter. This guy's an incredibly good character to have training children, so we'll have him doing that one. Even if we don't end up playing as a martial character, it would be good just to get the formidable fighter, just to get the personal combat ability, mainly because it also gives health at the highest levels, right? So hopefully we'll make us live a little bit longer than literally every single one of our other characters. Let's collect some taxes in Emond's Rest, because right now I want to focus more on keeping the realm together than building the realm up, even though they're both kind of... I mean, we've got this going on as well. So Bayan, the uninvolved of the North Clans, pushing Harry's claim on... Who are you? Harry the Weird of Halomere. Why has he got a claim on everything? I don't know. Strong claims are to be second and third line of succession. I have no idea, because he's not related to... I love her name, by the way. Doesn't seem related to any of our family members. He hasn't got the bloodline either, and that would be the best way to tell, because the blood of the Hammer of Justice passes down even down the bastard line, but it's got that restriction of you needing to be brave to prove yourself, so that's what sort of balances it out there. Okay, that's a bit concerning. Anyway, let's make sure that these factions are nicely swept up before we let some time tick. I think that's probably the safest bet. So I'm just going to send out some mandatory gifts to all of these random individuals kicking around in our court. What artifacts have we got? We have the Skull of a Dragon. Gives 45 opinion. Now, all it does is give monthly prestige 0.1. Honestly, I think we can afford to give that away. I mean, that's less than a tenth of our monthly prestige. So I'm kind of happy. Oh my god, it's less than 100th. No, we can absolutely give that away. We get 13 prestige a month. So, and what was that, 0.01 or 0.1? Oh, it was 0.1. Yeah, I'm happy to kind of give that away. It's cool to have a dragon's head, but it's not our dragon. It never was our dragon, so it doesn't have any sort of relevance to the dynasty, and that's 45 opinion we could be gaining and dismantle one of these otherwise quite dangerous factions with. So I'm just going to give this guy here, have this dragon skull. Now, what we can do from a meta perspective here is invite a bunch of people to our court who will all have artifacts, so that when they die in our court, we get their artifacts, obviously. Actually, there's quite a lot of them as well. So that's all of them invited to court. Now, of course, we do have to worry about court sizes from the last patch, so will cost us a little bit more to be able to house these people, but when they die, we'll get ourselves some nice stuff back. I'm not going to spend any funds on the trade guild, not right now, because we've got more pressing issues with... Actually, we still got our master brewer. I imagine that was like, just because he was a friend of our father, we probably can't upgrade it. Yeah, that's a real shame. Those things are so good. But we can, I assume, still build up a couple of other... Did we finish our training grounds? We actually did. Wow, okay. There's still some other really important buildings we've got to get, right? Like the stonemasons. I'm saying that they only give +1 tax, don't they? You know what? I would rather just invest in this. You know, I would rather have control over our funds and actually build up the realm a little bit. We've got more castle towns to be building. We've got more levy buildings, which are obviously going to be fairly important as we go forward here. So I'll hang on to my cash personally for the time being. Right, is that dismantled that one faction? Is that the first one dealt with? We'll go through them one at a time and sort of target faction per faction. It worked perfectly. Look at that. So now the strongest faction is 16.3%. This guy wants independence. Is there anything we can do to try and stop that? Doesn't want a gift. We obviously don't want to give away any more artifacts. We've got the Storm Crown, obviously House Duran in there, and our thick flagship with 2 Cs, which I also don't really want to give away. Could do some targeted... Oh, right, we've got an advisor rank. Lord of Blackwood. Giving it to anyone else, it wouldn't really make too much difference there. Rather give it to this guy, I guess, keep him a little bit happier. Oh, we got round for 2 advisors. Oh, shit. Well, there we go. There's 2 more vassals in the positive opinion there. So we could go for some targeted opinion game. So send this guy... Can we send him to improve relations with himself in Rosby? Would that work? I don't think it will. We can send him to do some targeted stuff. I don't really think it's necessary right now. So we'll just see sort of... I'll keep a close eye on these factions, see how it does for a while. We didn't even get a pop-up about that, by the way. Valeman War for Lady Edmera's claim on Wycombe. So they're going for a single province in the Fork. 12,000 men versus our 13,000 men. Okay, this is a risky war for those guys then. Particularly as we already have... We have vassal mercenaries we can raise as well, which obviously buff up our troop count quite significantly. Okay, we're going to war with the Vale over a single province. I mean, it's a real shame they don't splinter away when they declare offensive wars like that, because we can't even flip it on them. You know, we can't push the advantage after that stage, having killed all of their troops, assuming we do kill all of their troops. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself here. The downside we've got compared to them is all of their troops is focused on these couple of different duchies. We literally stretch all the way from the wall down to Storm's End. So it's going to take a lot longer for our troops to get into position, but we have the sort of bulk of our force coming from our own mercenary bands here, or at least we have a few extra units there kicking around. So moving to Emond's Rest, we should probably move up to Seaguard instead, just because, again, the northern troops generally always come down through there, and we don't want them to be able to slice our armies in half. Oh! Spoke too soon, maybe? No, Valyria must have gone into some sort of, Valyria must have gone into a mega war. Yeah, because look, all of Valyria is split, and they wouldn't do this over... What have they gone into war for? Oh my god. Wow, the whole Valyrian round is splintered. Pentos, Marine, Dragonstone, Astapor, Basilisk Isles, Goatwood, so I assume that's Cohor, Norvos. Wow, look at this. Even Lords of Valyria themselves have broken free against a massive Valyrian Civil War is exactly what we need right now, because that means the Vale's going to be independent for quite some time. They, from the looks of it, have just remained neutral in the Valyrian War. So if we smash their troops now, I'm going to immediately flip this on its head and declare an offensive war against him, because he's at truce with us, we're not truce against him. We'll launch the offensive war against him and see what we can snatch up, because as I recall, we had a guy in our court who had claims on 2 of the different Vale duchies. The only reason I haven't been able to push it is because they've been under the protection of Valyria, which is obviously... Oh, they splintered even further. Wow, this is great news for us. So we're actually not at war with this guy, I would assume. No, we're not. We're independent. Lord Giles Aaron of the Bloody Gate is splintered. This might be a good... This might be a really, really good sign for us then. So they moved 8,000, roughly 9,000 men. They're down to the war goal. Let's quickly race across the rivers before they siege it down and head south. Otherwise, they'd be able to cut us off and do a pretty hefty amount of damage there. Okay, we're good. You guys need to turn around. Let's take all of these men. I'll keep them there. Actually, I'll pull them back a province just so that we have time to react in case they do start immediately heading north. Get these troops together, merge them, and then they're gonna... Oh, they're actually staying in the province. I thought they would head up to try and kill some of those troops so quickly. I can't believe Silt is still alive. Silt, you absolutely need a province named after you or something, because this is unreal. Right, reinforce, and I guess you guys can come back down then. Never mind. I'd rather those guys not be as close as they were, otherwise they'd have beaten our main bulk of our forces there. We are taking a river crossing, but to be honest, with these commanders, I mean... With these commanders, 28, 25, 20, that's looking pretty promising. I think we probably got them here. What have they bought? 24, 17, 16. Yeah, we've got this. This is absolute. They've made a really big mistake there. With their troops, and especially because obviously the Vale have access to some pretty powerful knights, those guys could have annihilated us if they'd have done this a bit more sensibly, but hey, it's the AI, so of course they wouldn't. Right, let's counter-siege these. We, as the defender, now have 100% war score potential from just battles alone. So if we chase down these troops, where they're going back to their own territory, they are going to Stonyhead, we're going to Stonyhead as well. We can do a lot of damage here. We can do a lot of damage. If we try and get all of our war score from battles rather than sieging, we are guaranteeing that their army is going to be destroyed, so that when we want to launch our own offensive war, I mean, look at the Vale. Holy shit, this is so good for us. They've completely splintered. All of their vassals don't want to be part of their war, so they've all decided to remain neutral in their offensive war for our stuff. This is cool. This is so good for us. We're playing the politics of Valyria against them, 100%, and that is all of their armies destroyed. These guys obviously didn't want to throw their forces away. Now, we are going to have to pull our troops out. Marries, please. I'm going to change the rally point very quickly over to Seaguard. It's good supply. It's obviously a good province there. And then we'll end this war here. What do you want? My mother married the King of Gold Road. Whatever, fine. I don't know why you want to marry... How old is our mother at this stage? She's only 36. I thought she'd be a lot older than that. She's a great character, though. Now I don't think about it. Powerful and attractive. We should have seen if there was anyone else in-house mods to marry her off to, but never mind. Right, okay, our troops are out there. Let's push for peace. Boom. And how much is that going to give us? 176 gold. Wasn't worth it, but we do get some prestige. We've kind of, I think, we're showing that we are, a competent leader to some extent. Let's drop our troops, then we'll keep our mercenary bands going. And then I'm going to... Oh, we can't declare war. Why? We don't have Vale Castles Bella. Oh, because they've all splintered. Right. So chances are the provinces that we do have claims on, the claims we can push for our vassals aren't... We can't do that because they are part of a separate round, but that might be even better for us in hindsight. So they've decided to join against the war against Valyria. Yeah, attacking Valyria. 100% in favor. Oh my god, Valyria's about to splinter. Oh, but it's war against the tyranny, so no, they won't splinter. What will happen is that they'll just be deposed. So I think Valyria will still be as powerful as it was before. We've got no claims, really. We can claim Strongson, but the council say no because they're idiots. I mean, the council are probably going to prevent us. Oh, yeah, look at this. Shit, we've got potentially 2 different provinces in the Vale there that we can declare war over. Oh, we've got so many. And they're not letting me do it because the council are morons who don't realize that when this war against Valyria is over, this is going to come back together as Valyria. Oh, god damn these councilmen. What are you doing? None of you, glory hound, you don't care about the glory of this realm. You fools. Look at this. Okay, well, I mean, there's nothing we can do. I mean, the council are always going to say no. I don't think I can even buy favors as a child, can I? Let's get to our council. I mean, our regent would be the most appropriate one. We can. Chances are they'll say no. Oh, they will? It would cost us a fortune. Let's see if we can do it. I'm going to buy a favor from you. Let's see if they'll actually... If we can get enough people to actually be willing to buy favors. Yeah, we absolutely can. Look at this. 1, 2... Let's go for our unlanded characters, preferably, so they cost it slightly less. Don't think the cartographer gets a vote in hindsight. Never mind. So we've got you guys. What about you? How much do you want for a favor? 125. I'm willing to spend that. I'm willing to spend that. So these guys are now all on our side. And it's too late. It's too late. That's such a shame. That's such a shame. We got so close then. But well, hey, look, we've got the council wrapped around our finger. So if this happens again, which chances are it might, because once you get one ruler deposed, you generally tend to get a few more because people are going to be pushing the weakness of the realm in their advantage. The ruler of Valyria is now High Magister Rios of Pentos. That's impressive. But again, I think that they'll try and depose him now. The Valyrian rulers will try and depose him because obviously he's not Valyrian. So fingers crossed these favors aren't going to go anywhere for a long time. So it might not be a complete waste of money. Plus we still got, what, 700 gold left? Oh. Or someone's trying to kill us. Someone's trying to kill us. That works too. This guy's fabricated a claim on my title, which I'm very annoyed by. Could we chuck him in prison? No, because the council say no, and it would be tyrannical anyway, despite the fact that he's fabricated a claim on the entire kingdom. Call the court out of hiding. Who's trying to kill me then? We don't know. Oh, fuck. What's our spy master like? Actually likes us a fair amount. Yikes. Okay, this could be a problem then. It's not really a lot I can do at this stage. Damn. Okay. We've just got to wait. We don't know who's trying to kill us. I've done everything I can to make the council like us. I've given all the money out to all the vassals who were not particularly fond of us. There might be some fresh ones that have cropped up since. Yeah, here we go. Probably from where we've raised their troops or some shit. I'm just going to send out gold willy-nilly here just to anybody who I potentially can. It might just be the slight kick they need to get them out of the faction. And even that, it might be the slight kick they need to not murder us horribly. So, I mean, it's kind of a win. Oh, you're Crown Loyalist. I don't need to bribe you guys. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Did that work at all? Nothing. We're getting poor fight at this. That's something. Oh, hang on. Never mind. Forget everything I said about those favors potentially being a waste of time. Look at this. Holy shit, the Vale splintered again. Exactly like I said, I imagine Valeria's gone into civil war. Yep, that's exactly what's happened. Excellent. Okay. So let's go declare war. Can we press any for our vassals? Otherwise, we have to land these people. Not a problem. Bear in mind, we do have the Tower of Dread, the Tower of the Widow's Tower, and the Plotting Tower, which are, what are they called? Military command? And that's their succession type tied to those towers. So if we give it to someone and they get a duchy, when they die, it will just be a title loss on succession thing and they'll lose that tower. So that could work. Old Stones is independent, huh? What? Why? Huh. Who knows? Who knows, to be honest? Right, let's call in some favors then. Oh, why can't we? Oh, God, are they under the influence of someone else? Calling council support? It's on the same council. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, we're not on the council. Because we're a child. I remember now. Okay. I mean, we're calling council support on this guy, though. What? Oh, wait. No, actually, I don't understand. I can only assume that oh, she's cartographer, so obviously she doesn't count. Priest we can call it. Okay, yeah, okay. So it's just the guys who are actually on the council, because cartographer does not count. Fair enough. We can't call in a favor on our regent, because I assume he's our regent. Calling council support is already influenced by a favor. That's understandable. All right, let's buy a favor from this guy then, because we need 4 people at least to. Oh, and we don't have a vote of our own, so I'm gonna get 5 people just to be safe here. Right, there we go. Perfect. So let's push this favor then. Oh, we can't call him in. He's already under the influence. Yep. Okay, thought he might be. Shit. Can we actually only get 3 people now? Should have really just checked the council screen, huh? So we got 1, 2, 3. Who's calling in all these favors? You're getting fired. I was me a favor. Return a favor to Arlen the Just. And Arlen we don't have a favor with, so why don't we sack him? Arlen the Just, you are gone. Let's get ourselves a... Yikes, I was going to say let's get ourselves a... loyalist instead, but there are no loyalists apparently. Why don't we buy a favor from this guy before we get him onto the council so that no one else can influence him? There we go. And then you're sacked. Let's get you on board. Let's call in the council support immediately. And then we'll also do that on all of these other people who now no longer have any sort of sway. This was overkill. We should have just sacked Lord Harlan, but honestly, we have so much gold. Even now, we've still got 300 gold just kicking around. We've got the whole council on board with this war. I'm not risking any tyranny here, because I don't need any more excuses for people to try and kill us. Okay, besides apparently firing them from the council. So now we can go to war against these guys for... What do we have? We have Iron Oaks, which we can land that woman with one of the towers. We've got Strong Song, which is massive, so we can land him with one of the towers. Those are the only 2 duchies by the looks of it. Yeah, so we've got Iron Oaks and Strong Song. Oh, we've also got Eastfield. Man, we could rip apart the Vale here. We really, really could. Okay, then. So what we'll do... Is there anyone with any, like, multiple claims that we could just invite to court? No, unfortunately not. What about claims on, like, the on the Vale itself? So, no claimants there. There is a Kingdom of the Vale. Lord of the Bloody Gate, Lord of the Crag, which are... Where is the Crag? We could vassalize this guy and push his claim on the whole Vale. Is that better? I mean, granted, we'd have still needed those favors to be able to push this war anyway. I want to force vassalize this guy and get him. Because he's got a claim on the whole Vale. And he's got a claim on the Westlands, but that's pointless. We need the Kingdom level title, obviously. He's got war for the... Oh, he's losing against King Tyrek as well, so this could work out very, very well. What I'm going to do then, this is a weird long-term strategy. How long do these favors last? It's 36 months, isn't it? So the question is, can we declare war on this guy, win, and also have this dealt with in 36 months? Almost certainly. It depends whether or not the other Andals get involved. Move you guys up to the coast, so let's get fleets on board. This is some weird political play, I know, but it will work. Oh man, we don't have money boats at all, huh? Fuck it. Okay, let's take him over to Seaguard. I found an injured bird. It seems to have fallen from its nest. Maybe I can keep it as pet while it recovers. We're getting curious, so I haven't really been paying too much attention to our education. So we got the level 1 poor fight. We got curious. We got rowdy and willful. No, I'm not playing as another martial character. We'll get... I mean, it's not too bad, though, is it? Oh, man. We'd have to just sort of not lead troops, but just use our martial buffs to get those modifiers, those martial modifiers, along with the other bonuses we get, like troop size, or I should say levy size. Man, okay, I wanted him to be steward or at least a good ruler. Maybe even gone for diplomacy would have been a safer bet, but Princess Thee gains 2 diplomacy. Well done, Princess Thee. You are definitely serving court, right? And you're definitely training children. That's all I wanted to double check there. Okay, so we've got some other boats coming up now. I've hired a couple of boats too, so we're on a sort of triple time limit here. Both the council favors not disappearing. This guy... Us being able to go to war and subjugate this guy, and also in the same time being able to go to war with the Vale before Valyria reforms. So this is going to be a real... I'm going to be taking a lot of big risks here. Oh, and we've also got that to worry about, because our vassals are going to start getting pissed off. I don't have vassal levies raised. Oh, boats count as vassal levies? You fuckers. Alright, well, there's another potential murder plot there. Do we know who's trying to do it yet? Nothing. Still nothing. There's nothing I can do. There's genuinely nothing I can do in this situation, so just going to have to hope that our bodyguards keep it up. I'm also going to have to make sure I've got good bodyguards on the council. So apparently we don't. We're missing a sworn shield there. So John, help me, my friend. Okay, how are we looking with the boat situation? So what I want to do is actually bring the boats up to here so that we can immediately drop troops in his capital and start the siege. So we got 44 boats there. That is just enough, funnily enough. And then these guys are... Oh, so half our ships are in Sea Guard. No, come back down, thank you. Right, there we go. Get you over there. You're coming down as well. That's perfect. And then we've got some mercenary bands as well, which came with the ships, but that's okay. It's just a few more men to go for the smash and grab job. Right, so let's get all of our levy sizes over to all of our Excuse me? Oh, we have to set a new route, don't we? So take that one away. Let's send them down to Martlet Bay. Okay, this is going to be very, very, very risky, because again, if all of the Andals decide to attack as they have done in previous wars, this could be a real concern. So we can just still declare war. Yeah, just wanted to double check. So we're going for the forced vassalization, Casus Belli. They've got 3,700 troops. So we're going to have to actually drop in the Bane Fort, which is a little bit annoying. Oh, shit. Just missed it there. Might have to turn the speed down just a little bit, I think, if we want to try and maximize our landing speed. Because again, when we did this against Storm's End, obviously they were able to raise troops on top of us because we weren't quite perfect. Turn it down. Oh, shit. Okay. Right. Sorry. My bad. I should have been... I'm trying to get too greedy with it here. We're already taking... Wow, we're already taking attrition there. We're going to have to, like, drop and then immediately start building forts, I think. We've got the money for it, so it's not a big deal. Right, there we go. I'll take that. That's okay. Right, so declare war. Force vassalization. Go for it. Raise the troops. They'll head over. These guys will land. And then if we can, immediately, I would love to smash this army. But I don't know how brave I'm feeling. They've got mountains, I assume. Light infantry attack plus 100%. Holy shit. Yikes. I'd love to go for that. I really, really would, because that would kill off all of their troops. Oh, he's only got 3,500. Those other 700 or so are randomers. The thing is, we've got to go for this rather than the other guy and his allies going for this. I'm going to wait for our morale to increase at least a little bit, and then we'll go and take these boats home and drop them so that we can avoid paying taxes on those or avoid paying the upkeep on those. Yep, too slow. Old Town, the Arbor, Bronzegate, Case, Castamere, Harvest Way have all decided to join the war against us. Chase these armies down, kill them dead. I'm going to risk it. Oh, God, the Iron Islands have joined in as well. Fuck! The Vale's still independent, but this is going to be so difficult now. We're against basically the whole of Westeros, who is in our domain, so, good luck. Good luck, I think. Thick flagship. No, keep her in the fleet. Oh, but it's 115 gold. Oh, we've got to keep it, because it's given us the martial bonuses, but also I wanted to keep some money in reserve so that we could potentially hire some more troops if necessary. And honestly, I'm thinking it's necessary. Let's get you guys... Let's send some of these troops around this way to try and cut off his armies. There we go. We've actually found them as well. Good work. So we're still... What's that? Hills, hopefully? Or is it still mountains? It looks like it's probably... Yeah, still mountains. Fuck. When can we get reinforcements? A long time. Fine. You guys get over to... Oh, shit. This is so dangerous, isn't it? The question is, do we send them via this way and start getting some siege war score down? Or do we go for their troops? You know what? How many armies we've got? 6,800. That'll be enough to actually kill these armies should our first lot fail. Here we go. War were declared. Oh my god, he's got no commander on his flank. This could be it. Oh, it's going to be so close. Wow. No, we've got it. We've nailed it. Oh, shit. Okay, that's a great start. 2% for killing his armies. Oh, because I guess he's probably got technically a load more battle war score to be had because he's caught in the whole of fucking Westeros. Understandable, really. Right, you guys go and reinforce our troops there, if you don't mind. So we've got troops coming from over there. The Vale have remained independent, which is great to see. We've got another... Was that about 4,000 men coming down from the north? We need to just start the sieging. We just need to start the sieging as soon as possible. So you guys get over there. Can we assault any? We actually can. They've only got 500 defenders in that province. Chase down the rest of their armies. Let's kill them all. Let him rot. We've got reinforcements coming in here. They're actually on their way over. So they're going to reinforce that battle, which is great. It's going to be close, though. Fucking hell. Come on. Come on. Reinforce. Because these guys are about to come in. 3,758. They're not maximum morale. And they're movement lock now, so this could be a good way just to get some free battle war score. And absolutely, it looks like it's going to end up that way as well. Come on, go through the Nuns Deep, the legendary Nuns Deep. They're gonna try and reinforce at low morale again. Are they movement locked? They are. Oh my god, this is just free battle war score. Holy shit! Wow, this is fantastic. Do you want to gain fussy, or do we want to gain affectionate or brooding? Affectionate's pretty bad. Brooding's okay. Fussy is alright. So I'll go with Fussy then, because that can become patient. So I'll say that I'm patient, greedy, or paranoid, all of which I'd consider pretty good right now. Alright, okay, this is fine. We fought off the initial wave. That was really the make or break of the campaign. If those men in the mountains have gotten a bit luckier, we could have been a little screwed there. Right, so let's go up to his capital. Take that next. These guys are sieging up towards the north of his domain. I'm just going to leave those guys. I'm not going to assault it down. I'm not going to do anything like that. Just going to let them siege. We're going to go province to province sieging along. Now, unfortunately, time is really of the essence because we've started to get a lot of counter sieging going down. Darry, there's troops coming up. They've taken parchments there as well, so this is quickly going to get out of hand. Let's get these troops down here. Let's start the assaults, I think. What are we looking at on this one? Again, it's a bit risky. 9,404 versus 985. I don't really like that ratio, but I'm just going to roll with it because I think we kind of desperately have to at this stage. This is capital too, so this might even give us the war score we need. Oh, God. I don't know that I can... I mean, we're not in such dire straits that we need to throw away all of our troops doing that, right? I think I'm going to leave it a little bit longer first. It's gone. Silt the Loyal is gone after all these years. Wow. I'm going to give it a small private funeral because we can't really afford to be bankrupt in the round, particularly when our capital is being sieged. Oh, yikes. Okay. Gonna hire some mercenaries. Is anyone going to complain if I hire some mercenaries? I'm sure as fuck not. We should be able to break even with the mercenary upkeep as well. 4,500. So we'll have these guys finish up this siege of the city. Can we even be bothered? How long is it going to take? And how long is this going to take? Surely it's going to take a long time for them to crack our capital with 6,000 troops, though, huh? Let's take a look at how their siege is going. Oh, that I was not expecting. Interesting. That's very interesting. I was not expecting that at all. Do you think we'll be able to hold them off? Not with that much morale, we won't. I think those mercenaries are probably dead. I probably just threw some gold away there, but it did defend the capital. When you're playing as a child ruler, defending the capital generally tends to be top priority because they can just siege that down and take us prisoner. I'm going to assault. Oh, that was risky. We lost about 1,000 men, but we did it. Send him to the dungeon. Is that his heir? Who do we get? Oh my god, he's oh my god. No, that's not us. That's not us. Who did we get? Who's this guy? I was looking at us then, thinking that was his Carl Sway Sien Waris. What the hell kind of name is that? Take them on to house arrest. Good work, my king. Send them to my dungeon. Thank you. 43% war score, so he must have been someone important, huh? Or that might just be from the fact that we sieged his capital down. How are we doing? How are those mercenary bands doing? Getting absolutely smashed, unsurprisingly. Yep, that's okay. So we're going to have to go and deal with these armies as well at some stage. Oh, yeah, shit. That's a real shame. Well, I might even just disband them, to be honest. They were a good distraction, but honestly, they're just going to cost us more and more war score. I was not expecting that they would try and hunt those guys down. I'm going to get rid of them, though, because they are just basically wasting our time there. Okay, I'm going to assault this one, too. It's risky, I know, but I think we need to be very, very quick with the actual offensive war. Flip around, come back, counter-siege, and stop them taking our capital. So let's try and avoid these river crossings if possible. We're going to go up through the top there. Oh, wait, is that a river crossing on this side or the other side of the river? From the Trident to Fieldstone. Where? Oh, so it's just those two. Oh, right, so you cross from there to there. That's okay, then. Okay, so let's go round the outside, and see if we can catch them out. I'm going to leave these guys just to siege, to be honest. Oh, he's leading troops personally. Another 900 men to our battle war score is quite nice. We might even capture him in battle, and that would end things immediately. All I'm doing this is to push his claim on the Vale. Come on. Give me something here. I'm trying to help you. Yikes, that's a lot of troops moving over here. Shit, that's a lot of troops. Okay, Alright, maybe we've bitten off slightly more than we could chew, but again, there's no, fucking Vale's back under Valyria anyway. They might go into another war, who knows. It gives us powerful claims for the future, so we've got to look on the bright side, especially after we've thrown away so much to make this war succeed, and now we're going to die. Fantastic. If we die, I will quit this campaign forever, because I'm not losing another character under the age of 30. That'd be 3 generations in a row. The Ironborn are kicking around. Let's see if we can swoop up some of these sort of little armies to start off with. I want to keep these guys near our... Oh, God, look at that. 10,000 from Hightower. Let's keep our armies near the God's Eye so that we can always jump back to our capital as soon as possible. Flu. Flu is not too bad. That's not the measles or the great sickness or whatever else they were threatening us with, so that should be okay. As long as you know what you're doing, please don't fuck this up, please. Oh, come on. I can't lose another character before the age of... No. No, you can't do this. So I figured, well, let's go for a mega stack, because their armies are all stacking together to stacks of 10,000 or so. And that way we can just quickly run down his province, down the edge of the sea here, and just quickly counter-siege everything, or siege everything down. We lost trait flu. Good, good, good. If we siege everything, it might actually just be enough to tidy up this war. It's looking like it could be that way, given that they have still been sieging in the background here. Yeah, let's assault this one down as well. Come on, come on, come on. God damn, this game lag is driving me nuts. It's not even autosave or anything. It's just the first of each month. It hangs for like 20 seconds. All right, 100%. That's it. Okay, we're good. Fine. Good work. Well done, team. Boom. And he is now our vassal. Good work. So now we can push his claim on the Vale next time Valyria all splinter, which I'm hoping will be very, very soon. What did it cost us? Shitloads of gold because we had to pay off our vassals because we had their troops raised. They still don't like us. Oh, -1. That's okay. Could have gone a lot worse. It's not too bad, though. I think that was a good war to go for. Now, the question is, do his heirs also have claims on the Vale? No. Oh, that's because it's not his, it's not. What about, like, his sons? They're all dead. Florian Hill. Shit, this could be a problem. How old is this dude? 61. Might just waste our time there, I'm not gonna lie, because none of them are keeping their claim on the Vale. Let's hope it splinters again. But let's hope it splinters soon so that we can push our advantage that we've got. I think more importantly, to take away from that, is that this is the first character ever we've been able to repel all of the combined force of the Andals. Even though it was a pretty straightforward wall, I will admit it was in a very good province for us to siege down as well, because of course it's defended basically by, I mean, it borders the sea and it's bordered by mountains as well, so it was very difficult for them to get to counter siege. We had the choke points on them, so it might be a little bit of a false positive here, but it does look like we could potentially go to war with the Andals and win it. Maybe, as long as we're not going for a major round, you know, as long as Mandevale might be difficult to crack, obviously Dawn, Old Town, even Wendwar to some extent, probably going to be quite difficult to crack, but a lot of these, you know, 2 single province counties, these are going to be very, very easy to sweep up. I mean, especially the single province counties, right? We've also gained Playful. This character is coming out very weird. Playful becomes Deceitful, right? And then Fussy can become Paranoid, so we can stop these murder plots. We've got 7 Intrigue. We might end up playing as a bit more of a knife-in-the-dark political style character then. That's fine, because we've not already done it this campaign. Shame we've only got Formidable Fighters to start off with, though. Are we still being trained? Mace is still training us as well. There's nothing else we can do at this point besides wait. I think the realm is nice and stable. We've proven that we're a good leader to some extent. The factions are weak. Very, very weak. This guy is a little bit of a worrying... Oh, what is he? Comes to him on a Sellsword Infantry. Send him a gift. There we go. That should shut him up. What else have we got then? This guy as well, which there's nothing I'm going to be able to do sort this guy out, because he's just being a dick. So, we'll rely on that. Oh, gain Slothful. That's fantastic. That's just what I was after. Thank you all for watching. Today we've learned quite a huge amount. We're well on way to hopefully grabbing the Vale. That's going to be our next sort of big land expansion, and more importantly, only a little bit of time has got to tick, and then we can get ourselves that Reformation as well. Next episode, I'm going to focus on hopefully skipping over a decent amount of time so that we can grow quicker and we can move on to those bigger goals. Of course, that will be interrupted if the Vale does go independent at any time, so we can push our claim on that one. So there's been a lot of setup today, but I think the maneuvering has been worth it, and more importantly, like I said, we've proven we can actually beat these Andals now. So this is it's a pretty big day for the First Men. Thank you to the insane top-tier level patrons making the series possible, including Alchemia, Anthony Gawley, Suna Kirito, at Moses Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Ben Hoffland, Chesty, Croesus, Donald, Doolin of Gondolin, Fakuna Vasquez, Gogolus, Harik, Harry McGowan, Iguana Squad, James Shea, Jonah Waters, Justin Wallace, Caden Carter, Michael Mullen, Muskratful, Norstrus, Necrophilim, Pelvis Presley, Rodin, Scott, Skaz, Smegma Stain, Somnus, Shay, T-Bag Cruz, Tom Terror 18, Tyler Candle, Tyler McLam, Vacuous Backers, Varagon, William Green, and Zazzy 7011. Thank you all for your support, the insane tier levels on Patreon. Just took my headphones off, and my god, real life sounds so weird. Thank you to Uwu Daddy, Atero, Adam Person, Andrew Walsh, Andrew Wilson, Anchor, Attila, Austin Taylor, Bettimus Max, Better Valerian, Black Double H, Blood for the Blood God, Buen Gun, Chris, Corgi Circus, David Van Diepen, Don, Don217, Emerald Beam, Foosh, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Zerko, Gothamo, Grey, Hashidamar, I Am Sagater, Icy the Great, Jackson P, Jay Lara, Jacob Wolfie, Jizay, Jeebus Crust, Euron DeVries, Jobs, Lucky Sister, Jilly Vondel, Joseph Beer, Justin Plock, Justin Rules, Justin Walters, Llewellyn Thomas, Luke Wallace, Manuel Bostish, Mastolp, Monty, Mostly Samson, My Name Isn't Dio, Nathan Flores, Nathaniel Lundberg, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Organised Confusion, Pan Samu, Panther Pearl, Peyton Denisar, Russian Oligarch Billionaire, Ryan Hooper, Sam Keir, Shardul, Smirtworm, Smooth Octopus, Socrates, Supernanny 089, Sweet Seed, Talar, The One Ring, Voodoo Mumbo, Void Prince Kibo, Will Wade, Wilson Atef, Wolfie, Yellowford, Yorker, Zach, and Zico2 for their support over at Patreon as well. Thank you guys for that. It is much appreciated. Thank you for keeping the channel going. I think tomorrow is going to be a pretty big episode for the Mud Dynasty.